Hey everyone, it's Kelly Ann and welcome to another video. It is Saturday, April 17th, I think. I don't know, it might be the 18th, huh? Is today the 18th? I really don't know. Anyways, Adel was hanging out with me in here. I don't know if you can hear him purring. He's loud in person, but I don't know if you can hear him. But he is officially 3 years old as of this last week. So very exciting. But anyways, he was hanging out in here with me as I was getting ready to do this, so thought I would let him say hello. You went down? All right, go on. Careful. Anyways, happy Saturday, you guys, and welcome, like I said, to another video. I have a lot of kind of random things to show you. Let's see, I have a finish. I have a random piece of framed art that I think some of you might find really cool. I have progress on my most recent new start. I have another new start. And then a little bit of haul and just some other things. Oh, and houses, little houses. Anyways, let's just get into it. It is really warm. I think I'm like dehydrated maybe. But it was also, I just got back from my dad's for dinner and it was warm over there. And I wasn't the only one that was warm, so it actually was warm. Let me see, I had something else to show, but I don't remember where I put it. I really need to clean up this room. Okay, so at Christmas time, this is just a random item, but it has to do with fabric. But this is a dress that was my mom's. It's a really nice, it's kind of like a canvasy denim. I don't know, it's like thicker. Anyways, so for Christmas, I was given an antique metal bench that is from the 20s. It's Art Deco, antique, really pretty, has alley cats on it. So each side, I think it's really pretty. But it kind of is plain, but not at the same time. If you look up like a 1920s Art Deco alley cat bench, you will find pictures of it, I promise you. But the sides of these benches are like wood slats, and then there's two cats in like an alley fight. I don't know. Anyways, found it at an estate sale, and I couldn't go to that estate sale that weekend, and so I told my dad, I said, I do want this, I will pay you back. Well, he, like, this was, I don't know, this was like in November or something, maybe it was beginning of December, I don't know, it was several weeks before Christmas, and I had looked it up and found out more about it. And it was like they were very popular. Alley cats back in the day were very popular, like Halloween decorations, and just like signifying a lot of things. My birthday is 2 days before Halloween, also cats. So I just thought it was really fun. But the paint job on it was absolutely terrible. It was broken in a few places. And I was like, if it got cleaned up and like repainted black, like it's supposed to be, and with like a better cover over this bench, I was like, I think it'll look really nice. And so anyways, my dad, because I couldn't go, my dad was like, they went back multiple days because it was a 3-day, I think. So they went back multiple days. Anyways, my dad told me, oh, it got sold. So I was like, okay, whatever. So then he gave it to me as a Christmas gift. He had it repaired and powder coated black, which he kind of gave it away before Christmas because he was asking a lot of questions about matte black or shiny black, and what did I think? Like, what would look better on that bench? And I was like, why does it matter if we don't own it? Anyways, he kind of gave it away. But I've been trying to find the perfect fabric, and this, I've already gone through some of the shirts that I kept of my mom's, and I went through and I got rid of a bunch and kept only the ones that like I wanted to make into like a bear or something for myself, out of like her more like most worn items, memorable items, and I was going to make a memory bear out of it. And I always really loved this dress. But it's the right type of fabric for this like bench. And I wanted like a really fun floral, like a pretty floral. And I don't know. I was like, so I told my dad, I said, would that be okay? Because I was going to cut it up anyways, but I'm like, would it be weird if I used one of mom's dresses? And so I just need to make sure, because I've got to cut it. I'm going to use the back piece because obviously the front has buttons and like some ruching and stuff. So I'll still have some to use like in a memory bear or something or whatever I want. But I was going to use the back piece. So I just need to make sure that it's long enough. I need to make sure that it's long enough and wide enough for the bench with, you know, overage to go over and be tacked down. So I have to measure it. Well, I got to take it apart and then measure it. But yeah, so I think I'm going to use this. So that's just, I don't know, just a weird, fun thing that I have going on. Okay, let's talk about this piece of art really fast. So speaking of estate sales and other things, I don't know, like months and months ago, I don't want to say it was a year ago. It was probably maybe like, I don't know, it's coming up on a year, I guess, like maybe like 7-8 months ago, went to an estate sale on the very last day. And, I don't know if they're the same everywhere, but at least the ones around here on the last day, everything, unless otherwise specified, is 50% off. This house that we went to this weekend, or the weekend that I found this, they were like world travelers. And so there was, you know, they kind of make all the room, they make like a textile room, they make like a room with like, if they have like a bunch of like media, they make like a media room, or if they have like a bunch of gym or sport equipment, they make a gym sports equipment room. These people had a whole room of nothing but antique books and art prints, like signed by all the artists, still in sleeves. I mean, they also had art on the walls, but just hundreds and hundreds of original art prints. Like this one that I'm about to show you that I got was 15 out of 100. But the last name of the artist of this one is Tarrago. Artist from New Mexico, born in the 1940s. A lot of her work, this is like the vibe of a lot of her work. But Tarrago is the last name. It's number 15 out of 100, and it's called Gatos. But I finally had it custom framed at Hobby Lobby, and I picked it up yesterday. I'm in love with it. I think I picked the perfect frame for her. But it's this like nurse angel with this beautiful white cat, and then this little bat cat. I don't know if you can see that he's a little bat. But I just like fell in love with this. I was looking at all of the art prints. They were all just so very different. There was a lot of Asian art, Mexican art. There was a lot of like this style, that there was a lot of pencil art, a lot of ink, you know, like ink art. A lot of things in this, a lot of this person's, just so much. And like from this size all the way up to like poster size, a lot of art in this one room. And then like all the oil paintings and stuff were hanging up like throughout the rest of the house. So crazy, crazy amount. This print, I got it for $50 on the half off. And I paid $100 to have it framed, but absolutely love it. I think it turned out amazing. Yeah, worth it. So worth it. Absolutely love it. Just have to find the perfect place to hang it. Probably going to be in my room. But has cats, has the beautiful little angel kid, and a cat bat. I love bats. Anyways, speaking of bats, I bought Fig Folk, which is the Plum Street. A Fig Folk is the Plum Street of Corgi Caboodle, but bats. Oh, very quickly, I keep on getting like private messages about what I've been putting on my nails. So I have a lot of nail polish. This is just like a random about me tangent. I have a lot of nail polish, and I go in and out of phases of polish, like putting polish on my nails. I will sometimes change my nail polish up to twice a week. I don't know, it just kind of depends. But I have a lot of fun doing it, and I go into periods where I don't do it at all, and then I go into periods where I'm constantly doing it. So anyways, I thought it'd be fun if I have nail polish on. If I pay anybody to do any of my nails on my body, it's my toenails, and it's very rare. But if it's on my fingers, I most likely painted them myself. So, anyways, I thought it'd be fun to start telling you what is on my nails. Sometimes some of the polishes I use you can't get anymore. All of my nail polishes are from a brand called Holo Taco. HoloTaco.com. HOLOTACO. Holo Taco. And they release a lot of things that she retires colors. And then sometimes some of the drops are limited edition and sometimes they aren't. But, okay. So aside from a base and a top coat, the off-white on the bottom is called Ivory Tower. It's a creme. And that one I'm pretty sure is still available. And then the, fun, they're little hexagons, different size hexagons in all different neon colors. It's called Picnic Party Taco. It's a, it's just a fun nail topper. Anyways, that is what, but they're little hexies with like hollow glitter inside. Anyways, I thought I would just share that. Okay, let me show this and then I'll show my haul. But there was something, I put them over here, but now I can't find them. But I know that I put them over here. I was trying to keep them safe. Oh, actually, I lied. I put them up here. Okay. Anyways, let me show you this finish really fast, and then we'll get into the New Start whips, the haul. Let me show you this. And then, yeah, what I'm going to be working on. Corgi Caboodle, though, Plum Street Samplers. I got it done. I got it done. And my dad is going to take it to my grandmother's tomorrow. So I've got to wrap it up. And, yeah, I'm going to wrap it tonight or tomorrow morning. And then my dad is going to take it to my grandmother's because my uncle comes like once a week. So then I don't have to ship it. And they can get it sometime this next week. But I know, and matching frames. Except hers is a custom, but they do have the same frame at Hobby Lobby in like pre-made frames. But this is in a 5x7. 32 count Lugana, picture this plus conifer. I know I said moss for the longest time and I corrected it last week. They have a moss and they have a conifer. So I legit was getting them confused. But this one is conifer, but I think they're like really similar. But anyways, it looks amazing. I absolutely love it. They're gonna love it. So my dad is gonna take this tomorrow to his mom's. So they should get it sometime this week. But anyways, absolutely loved it. I will say this, he's a big boy. It's a lot of stitches in his little body. He's a big boy. All right. Some haul. So I love a good sticker. Heather Ross has amazing stickers. And what's really fun about the Heather Ross stickers is they are dishwasher safe, rainproof, all of that kind of stuff. They have clear like backgrounds and edges, so you can put them on anything colorful and like not see them. She released the little surfer girls, and she released the cats, the mama cat and the kittens and the daddy cat. I got the big pack of the cats. It's a bit unhinged. It's a little pricey. It's a lot pricey, honestly. But the fun thing about these is most of the swaps that I do, I also have some of the frogs. I have the fish in the fish bags. I have the ballet girls, and I have the country mice pack. And then there's strawberries. There's strawberries, and then there's the fish outside of the bags, which I thought they were kind of creepy looking, not gonna lie. There's the gnomes. I feel like there's one more pack and I can't remember. I know there's another pack coming out. Oh, the Kinder Kids, I think, was a pack. I don't have that one either. But anyways, a lot of the swaps and stuff that I'm in, people will send stickers or labels and things like that as like little extras. And most of the swaps that I'm in, everybody likes Heather Ross. So it's also fun just to have some, but anyways. So I got those from Heather Ross's website. And then from Quilt with Miss Kate, I got these three. There's this one that says, "There goes my final fuck." There's this one that says, "Here for the cats. Humans are weird." And then this one I need to put on my machine, and I need to get one of these. I need to get a couple more and put them on all of my machines as I get new ones and whatever. But also I need to give them to like my friends. But it says, "Clean your machine for fuck's sake," and it's a holographic sticker. Anyways, so I thought that was funny. And then I was gonna say final haul, but it's not the final haul. Oh, I didn't have to do that. So Kylie in the Machine was having a birthday sale. It was Kylie's birthday. And she was having a birthday sale. Aw, how cute. I don't think I got one of these last time. That's fun. So, Kylie in the Machine is out of Australia, but she now has a warehouse here in America to like help with shipping and like to prevent delays and stuff from world nonsense. Anyways, I made an order and I got 3 different packs, but I ended up getting sent 4 different, well, I got 5 packs, but 3 different label types. I ended up receiving 4 different label types because they got one of my packs wrong. So I emailed them about it and I said, "Oh, hey, I got a wrong pack. Like, can you send me the one that I wanted?" And like, you know, I was willing to pay for the one that I got because it is cute. I like it. And they said, "Oh no, so sorry about that. We're going to get it in the mail." And like 2 hours after getting that email, I had like a new shipping a new shipping number. And so anyways, the ones that I got, because I do want to get into clothing, I got these that say let's hang on one side, and then the other side says please hang me up. And so they're two different colors, and you can flip flop them. So I got 2 of those. And then the one that got messed up that I also got 2 of are these. They're also double-sided, so half is white, half is black, so you can figure that out. But there's 6 in each pack, but it says this is the back, because some certain garments you can't really tell. So the one that I received that was a mess up, I already actually have these, but they're in black and they say different things. So they say so special, self-made, I love you, made to last, custom made, sewn by me, in all different colors. And then I just thought these were fun. It's 7, but do you remember like day of the week underwear? So these are kind of like the same thing. It's the days of the week, okay? Days of the week. But they all have like a different little symbol on the back of them. So like Thursday is a little pencil. Friday is a little paper plane. I think one of them has like an avocado or something. I don't remember. It might be Monday. Let's see. What do they have? I don't remember. Let's see. Wednesday is a smiley face. Sunday is a watermelon. Tuesday, oh, it's broccoli, not an avocado. I knew it was green. Saturday is an ice cream cone, and Monday is an alarm clock. Anyways, I just thought they were really funny, and I was like, one of these days I might make some article of clothing, or I might make something that would be funny to have day labels on. And I think this label is like going away. And then I guess they threw in a little tiny baby complimentary one with my, like, sending me the correct one. Oh, he's a little extra sticky. So it's a full out smiley face, and then it's like a pinched in smiley face on the other side. Very cute though, very tiny. Anyways, love Kylie and the Machine labels. And I think it was like 30% off, so a really good deal. Okay. This is probably the unhinged purchase. 25 baby scissors for like $16 on Amazon. I keep on not being able to find flippin' tiny scissors to put in my whips. So I'm gonna have a couple stashed everywhere, and then I can put a pair in all of my active whips. Okay. Unhinged purchase probably, but also well worth it. Okay. Let me give you an update on my Plum Street sampler Upon My Heart that I started on Easter Sunday with one of my friends. Super cute pattern. Absolutely love this one. So it honestly stitches up pretty fast. And I'm just having so much fun doing it. I have all the letters done and a pretty good start on the house. Also, I had thought about doing this one over one, but thank goodness I didn't, because this square where you put in the year or whatever number you want to put as the house number, this whole square is over one to do the numbers. And then like the eyes and the little beaks of the birds, of the doves, are also over one. So really good I did not do that. But this is where it's at. I don't remember if I showed this last time, but if I were to do the borders, I'm cutting it like so close. I have like that much space on each edge on the sides, which is, I think, enough for me to roll over on like a sticky board or something. Probably not enough for a frame, but I could probably roll the edge on a sticky board. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to evaluate the whole border situation. I'm trying to figure that out. I might have to figure something else out that isn't 17 stitches wide. Anyways, I do love working on this one. If this is one that you purchase at Nashville, it is so much fun, but don't be dumb like me and get a little bit bigger of a piece of fabric, okay? Oh, but that piece of fabric is 32 count vintage country mocha Lugana. 32 count Lugana. Hey, sir. Sir. What are you doing? Okay. You're going to be really upset that I'm not going to be in here much longer, and you're going to have to wiggle your little booty out of there. He likes to get in the little bins. Okay. Anyways. All right. I want to show you my new start. But before I show you that unhinged, let me talk about some sewing stuff really fast. I have more houses completed. So as of April 14th, the first 6 rows of houses and trees is that's April 14th is the final block of the 6th row. Okay, that's a better way of phrasing it. I have 3 rows done. And I have the next 18 cut, ready to go with all the notes. So just a couple of highlights. This is February 22nd through March 10th. Just a few highlights. We have coffee talk. I taught an Atlas zipper class. We have a quilt guild meeting, Daniel's birthday, Texas Independence Day, and all the days I was in Fort Worth for my Fort Worth trip. So I get to find some really fun little doorways, a DEXA scan. So, but I thought, I don't know, I want to work on these this weekend and throughout this next week. I want to try and get more caught up. Because I think the next row, I think it's like May 4th or something, is the end of the 7th row. And then a third of the quilt will be done. So if I can get caught up before May 4th, then that next weekend I can do that row and I can be caught up. You know what I mean? But anyways, I thought about kind of like filming like how I pick out some of the fabrics for some of the things, and then also maybe do like a mini like FPP tutorial for anyone that is interested. If that's not your vibe, then you don't have to check out that video. But I thought about maybe filming that and putting it out there sometime this week. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. Today was embroidery bee, and I cut out half a yard of the Ruby Star letters fabric because I have some fun stuff that I want to make with the letters fabric. So I did that today at Embroidery Bee. I also ordered a few more charts. I know, who am I? What am I doing? I had the original idea. This is just me talking now really fast. And then I'll show you my unhinged new start. It's unhinged in the best way possible, but it is unhinged. Anyways, so I had talked about this chart and how I thought it'd be really fun if I finished him like in a circle. But one of the charts, so I didn't know this. I saw it like today. Actually, well, I saw it yesterday. I ordered it today. Anyways, I saw one of the other charts that whenever I ordered this one, the Ink Circles one called Gone Fishing, I didn't know that it existed because the shop that I had ordered this from didn't have it. So I saw it today and I was like, oh, I kind of need to have that one. So I ordered Abby Top Knot Stitcher shops. Hers, which was called Jam and the Jellies. So her cat's name is Jam, and he's also an orange cat, and he's in a little submarine surrounded by jellyfish and little tiny fishies. So I thought that would be really cute if I got that pattern and I added it to the top, and it's another orange cat watching his friend scuba dive. So I'm going to combine them. So instead it's going to be a longer piece instead of a small square piece. I'm going to make it a longer piece and kind of probably intermix some of the jellyfish and the fish. So I'm going to wait to continue working on this until the other pattern gets here, because I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try and kind of commingle them. And his little breathing tube thing, I'm going to continue it and kind of swiggle it, make it look like it's coming from the submarine that Jam is in. So it's like Jam and his friend, but one of them is scuba. Anyways. All right. I got too excited whenever I saw that. So there's an update on that. I did think that this would be a fun idea of like a porthole. But ever since I saw that, I was like, oh, I could make this like a whole storyline. So that's what I'm doing whenever those come in. Anyways, all right, final item, the Unhinged new start. It's so fun though. It's so fun. We are a little unhinged for doing this. So I'm working on this with one of my friends. We started the Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread with Needle and Thread is also the name of the pattern. This one came out at Market. Love it. But my friend was like, what if we did that over 1 on 32 count? So we started it. Again, a little unhinged, but it looks so good. It looks so good. But ow, I just stabbed myself. But it's it's so tiny. So this is a 32 count Lugana, Picture This Plus vellum, because they were all out of Legacy, which is the called for fabric. Vellum is basically Legacy, but a little bit lighter. So actually I'm kind of happier with the color than Legacy. Legacy, I think, can get a little too dark. Anyways, it's so tiny. So a pattern that would have finished around 13 by 12 is going to finish 6.6 by 6.1. I'm working on the little hands. I just started the little hands. Just because I was like, I need to not do a tomato right now. So I started the little hands. My 3 out of 6 tomatoes have tiny little hats on them, the little tomato hats. And yeah, I started on the set of hands. It's so tiny. I mean, like, for reference, my nail. And I have very, very small nail beds. Okay, for reference, the needle. A needle. Gosh, that's hard to show. A needle. I don't even know, you guys. I love it. I love it. It is mildly unhinged. My embroidery bee friends were like, y'all are crazy, but do it while you have the eyesight. It's so freaking cute though. I'm surprised you can you can see the detail as well as you can. The house is going to be a nightmare. Just a small one. And I'm not doing half stitches. I'm doing full X's. I love it so much though. It's so freaking cute. Anyways, that's my unhinged start. I love it. I absolutely love it though. Anyways, that is all that I have. A bunch of randomness. Just a bunch of randomness. Anyways, what are you guys working on? What do you think about my over one start? What do you think about my finish? What do you think about any of it? Are you working on any of these? If so, have you ever done one over one? Would you ever do over one? And am I being crazy for not doing it on 28 count, but doing it on a 32 count? Maybe. Should we have maybe have picked 28 count instead? Maybe. Anyways, that's the video, you guys. I hope that y'all are having an amazing weekend and have a blessed week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.